Slope. We talked about it a couple of weeks ago, and I broke it down for you, the slope-intercept form, and how to identify slope on a graph. But there are different types of slopes. So how do we identify the different types of slopes? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about today. So today we're going to look at positive and negative slopes. We're not really going to be graphing anything, but it is important that we understand what a positive and a negative slope is. So what is a positive slope? Well, a positive slope is a line that travels up, like a plane flying from the ground to the sky. A negative slope is one that travels down, kind of like a submarine, when it's on the surface and then it dives down under the water. Now, keep in mind that when trying to determine if it is a positive or a negative slope, you'll always start from the point farthest left and work your way right. So, what do I mean by that? Let me show you. So, if I have a plane and it is at ground level and it starts flying, it's going to go up. If I want to determine if this is a positive or a negative slope, I always start from this point, the point that's farthest left, and work my way this way. So if I'm starting here and the point is going up like this, then I know that the line has a positive slope. But what if we're talking about a submarine? And the submarine is at sea level here, but it starts to go down. I start with the point farthest left, and then I follow the line. It's headed in a downward direction. So that means it's negative slope. Now, you could have some slopes that look like this. That's negative slope. You could have a slope that looks like this. That's a positive slope. Even though it's below this line, it's still headed in a positive direction. The same thing for up here. This would be a negative. Even though it's in the positive quadrant of the graph, it's headed down. So it's a negative slope. And even though this is in the negative section of the x-axis, it's still positive because it's headed in a positive direction. So the placement on here doesn't determine whether it's positive or negative. It's the direction that the line is going. Let's take a look at some of these. Can you identify whether it's a positive or a negative slope? Let's take a look at this one. If I start left and I work down, it's going in a downward trajectory, so it is negative. If I start here and I follow the line, it's headed up. That means it's headed in a positive direction. If I start here and I follow the line, it's just gradually going up, but it's going up, so it is positive. And again, if I start here and I follow the line, it's really steep, but it's headed down, so it's negative. Pretty simple, right? That's how you're able to determine if a line is positive or negative. Now, what kind of slopes are these? You're probably thinking, I don't know. They're not really going up or down. I mean, this one is kind of going up and down, but this one isn't. So I don't know. Well, this type of slope is a zero slope because it doesn't go up or down. It just stays straight. This type of slope is undefined because, again, it is going up or down, but it's not at an angle. So when you see a line like this, you know it's undefined. So in math class, you may see positive, negative, or zero and undefined slopes. It just depends on what the math tells you. So now hopefully you know how to determine if a line is a positive or a negative slope. Now, what are some other things that we're going to be talking about in math? Well, you'll just have to tune in to find out. But because we're doing it every other week, I'm not going to see you for a little while. The reason why is because of fall break. That's right, I'm going on fall break. So the next time that I see you will probably be the week of Halloween or the first week in November. But don't worry, because when the video posts, you should get a notification if you're subscribed. If you're not, feel free to go ahead and click that subscribe button. Now, if you liked what you saw, you learned something new, or you're new to the channel, go ahead and click that like button. And if you want updates on future videos, feel free to click the subscribe button and ring the bell for updates on future videos. And as I said, if there is something in math that you want me to cover, by all means, drop a line in the comments section and I'd be happy to talk about it. But we won't be seeing each other for at least a couple of weeks because it's fall break. So enjoy your fall break, happy Halloween, and stay safe. And until next time, class dismissed.